Okay guys, welcome back. This is Area, and we're at Pokemon again, with some really garbled sound. Unfortunately, it doesn't get on very well with Fraps. But it does have some really creepy music. So, we left off entering... Let's read the sign, because it may be Viridian Forest, but I don't actually want to say it. What kind of a sign is this? It doesn't tell you where you are, it just tells you how to fight. That seems like questionable ethics to me. And here's fight number 1. Against a Caterpie, which I don't think I had before. So, provided Gladys one-shot it, I think we might be capturing this. I did just try something to try and fix the sound. I don't know if it did anything. So let me know. Doesn't sound like it. Cross your fingers, because I may have to go back and buy more Pokeballs. And we got it. So, I decided that today I'm going to use a slightly different naming policy. Do I want to give a nickname to Caterpie? Yes, I do. And he's going to be Fishbait. Because honestly, what else am I going to use it for? Ed. Excellent. So yeah, I am quickly going to pop back and grab some more Pokeballs because. Now, I looked it up after the last episode where I was running around down here obsessively after that carp. It's actually Vermilion City, not Viridian City, so I remembered that I definitely got a free Squirtle from a carp, but unfortunately completely forgot which city. I can only claim that it's been at least a decade since I played this, so that would be the reason. And whilst he hasn't actually taken any damage, he has used charges on his abilities, which wear down over time. Up to 4 Pokemon. I'll have that Pokedex filled in no time. Now, one thing I have been thinking about, two things I've been thinking about. The first is actually, I have an electric type Pokemon and the first gym battle is against rock types. That will present a problem because they are immune to electric. So I'm gonna need something that can suitably fight. The second is that in the interest of catching all Pokemon, there is one Pokemon which you can't get without glitching it slightly. It's not in the 150, but it is 151. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yep, it's the little kitty cat. It's called Mew. It's the original Mew. It comes numbered after Mewtwo for some reason. You'd think if they could make a Mewtwo, they could at least get the prequel listed. So, to use against a ground type, I don't really have many options. What I may have to do is actually play with Fishbait, so let's just take this Pidgey out for now. And there's a bit of a trick to leveling them without actually having to necessarily use them. Says as he continues running in the building. I didn't talk to these people, did I? What do you got to say? You have to roam far to get new kinds of Pokemon. Look for other types outside of Viridian Forest. You know, I don't come from Viridian Forest. I don't want to brag, but I came all the way from Pallet Town. Are you going to Viridian? No, I'm not going to Viridian Forest. I'm just in here for your sparkling conversation. Be careful, it's a natural maze. I think if I go to the right, I'll be fine. Let's quickly switch fish bait with Glenn. And that will mean he comes out first. Ooh, trainer battle? Oh, come on. I ran out of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon with. You should carry extras. Way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead of you. There's a trainer battle. Okay. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle him. Honestly, that's the assertions he makes. You have Pokemon, so clearly you wish to fight. But catch you sent out. This could be really embarrassing. It's bug versus bug. Oh, but wait a minute. No, it's not. So essentially what's going to happen here, just in case anybody isn't aware, is that I'm going to get hit with a string shot. So now Glenn is slightly slower than he was previously. Think on that. So, after I drop this... Oh dear. Oh, okay, that wasn't me who missed. Doesn't quite one-shot it, but it does the job. So as I was saying, the XP for downing this will be split between the two Pokemon that were featured in the pairing. So if you see here, Fishbait gained, and Glenn gained, even though Fishbait did nothing. Will area change Pokemon? Yes, he will. Same difference, because I can switch it in at the start and then switch back again, and it'll be quite happy. That does indeed count. Ah, it's okay, Fishbait, you've done good work there. You stood there, you stared him out. He looks freaked out. Glenn is slower yet than he was prior. Enemy Caterpie is paralyzed. It may not attack. Glenn, come on. Enemy is fully paralyzed. Well, we can just hook him onto a fishing hook right now. He string shots well for somebody who is fully paralyzed. And I do wonder if Glenn could become slow to the point that a paralyzed bug could defeat him. Congratulations, Glenn. Ding level 8. And Thunderwave. Which, from memory, that's not a damage ability? Yeah, that just paralyzes them. Okay. I'm gonna go through the grass because I'm hoping for another kind, something that isn't a Caterpie, please. And it's something that is exactly a Caterpie. Can Fishbait beat him solo? Let's try Tackle. Well, this could take a while. He's not really doing anything to convince me not to use him as Fishbait, gotta say. He's kind of proving that Fishbait is actually all that he's good for. Plus, fortunately, I'm higher level than the opponent Caterpie, so unless I'm going to take damage, it's not going to be that much. Grew to level 6. And yeah, just in case, I think that may be my first gym trainer fighter bug guy. Yes, exactly what I just said in extremely articulate format. No, This time I am going to switch out for Glenn, simply because this is a level 4 and I don't want that thing getting too hurt up. Too beat up, too hurt. Both of those. Let's just double check that this did paralyze. Has quite the animation there. My, Glenn, you're just getting slower and slower. Enemy Caterpie is fully paralyzed. Going good. Fishbait gained 14 XP. Glenn gained 14 XP. That was hardly even worth it. Come on, let's fight. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. This guy's trying to act cool, but you know he's a bug trainer. Yep. Nice shorts, kid. Metapod! You know what, honestly... all the Metapod can do is harden. So I think Fishbait should just sit here and tackle it a bunch of times. Because what's it gonna do? Harden some more. Because I'm getting flashbacks now of the anime, which, you know, I totally didn't watch. I was far too old for that. But just imagining for a moment that I did watch the anime, there's one moment where Ash sends one of these out in a fight, and everybody has a massive WTF moment. This is becoming increasingly hard to actually deal damage to. Do we really want to sit here and do this? Yes, we kind of do, just because we do want the oh no. Yeah, we do want the full XP. It looks like it's fully hardened now, so that's gonna be as bad as it gets. You're just gonna have to bear with me on this. I think, just for giggles, and just because this is really, really bugging me. Bugging me. Did you get it? Oh yeah. Bad puns aplenty. So, next turn. No, actually, I'm not going to waste a Pokeball. He swats it out the way and informs you that you should get your own Pokemon. Personally, I think it'd be funny if you could duel these for keeps. Of course, then I'd have to find a way to make sure Glenn never failed. Critical hit. He's still trying to harden, but I think you're done, boy. There you go. That didn't take long at all. That'll be... oh, that should have been a level. About to use Caterpie. No, I will not. Level 6, level 6. I think this is a job for Glenn. And in case you thought Glenn couldn't get any slower, here's the Caterpie to prove otherwise. It's just fun to shock this one to death. Not particularly fussed about paralyzing it. Well, that's quite... it's still attacking. It's attacking pretty well for a paralyzed bug. Excellent. Now Fishbait levels. Good. What's the last one? Metapod! Guys, I'm sorry to do this to you again, but if we're going to stand any chance against those rock Pokemon, we really need something that is capable of doing it. Which an electric type is not. Unless I somehow find a TM that can teach it a non-electric move. Which would be a bit of a waste considering I do ultimately plan to switch it out for all electric moves. If that sounds unwise, consider that I'm gonna just arrange my Pokemon. They're gonna be specialized, you know, electric type, pure electric, water type, pure water, and so on and so forth. And honestly, I will have something for every situation once I get done with that. Rounded out with, of course, fire and grass, ground and psychic, and that'll work out quite well. Maybe even toss out the ground and get a fighting type, but I don't think fighting types are good against anything except other fighting types, maybe? I don't know. Hard to say. This is another frustrating Harden battle. If I can find a Metapod in here, I'll catch one, but I'll certainly give it a far more mature name than other people have done in the past. They named it according to its one ability, so that when it used that ability, it made a sentence that was amusing to people of a particularly lowbrow sense of humor. Thankfully, I'm not one of those people, so my penis will not harden. Whoops. So, when we get this down, hopefully Fishbait can hit level 8 off of this, but I get the feeling not. I'd run straight through the Viridian Forest and get a gym battle in this episode, but I don't think I'm gonna stand a chance in hell at the moment. No peep. Wow. Wow. He's tired out, so we are gonna have to switch. Come on, Glenn, just show up at the last minute, steal all the glory. Yep. That's a shame. That's a shame. But we defeated the bug catcher. Huh? I ran out of Pokemon! Yes, you did. That's how it works. What? Fishbait is evolved? Forget the catching of a Metapod. 'Cause here we go. Fishbait evolved. We have a slight problem now, because that will be completely and utterly worthless in a gym battle. Unless by some miracle it retained the... Oh, there he is. Retain the ability... Why do I check the moves he's got? There we go. He did retain tackle. That's lucky. So the cocoon that can't do anything except for harden can tackle. And I guess that's the benefit of evolving it instead of catching it. Yeah. I'm gonna go get him refreshed and just double check this Fury. At the very least, I could just harden away and be completely unkillable by all of those rock types. Well, unless they're willing to put in the time and the patience necessary to bring me down. Because they ain't no fish bait. I didn't want to jump over that. Now, it needs to be said, this is the greatest sound in the world. It just sends you out on a happy note. We hope to see you again. Honestly, I wouldn't wish accidents or illness on anyone. I don't think she really thought through that particular statement. She was probably trying to be friendly, but it just came off as, you know, wishing me harm. Actually can walk around this grass. Because you know it's gonna be a Pidgey. Level 3. Well, I guess it's a good time to test out fish bait. Can you tackle? You saw him throw himself into that tackle there. He was really going for it. Is he going to keep using Gust? Because I'm not really willing to take that much damage. Harden! Now let's see what Gust does. Not a lot. Let's do it again. And now, it took 3 off me previously. That time it took 2. To be honest, I'm gonna tackle again because I don't like the idea of what it's doing to my health. Yes, it can diminish what it's taking off my health, but at the same time, you are losing health without taking health off it. Here we're talking about the trade-off. Take less damage for an attack because you've got a higher defense, or take less damage from an attack because you simply prevent the attack because you put the Pokemon down in advance. Yeah. So I think for now we may just skip through the forest a bit more quickly. Is that a smart idea? We can always come back in, but from the other side we can heal and control how long we're in here, really. Did I fight you? Yes, I did fight you. Yeah, let's go for the grass, because there's still a couple other kinds of Pokemon that should be lurking around here. That is not one. A wild Metapod appeared. Well, the good news is he'll only be able to harden. The bad news is he'll be able to harden. And given the amount of damage I just did, this could become extremely tiresome extremely quickly. So is there a way to commentate this so it gets super exciting? Enemy Metapod used Harden! The enemy Metapod's defense rose. Will Fishbait be able to tackle him? Fishbait used Tackle. It dealt negligible damage. There's literally no way to make this fun. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Oh boy. I almost want to pause and just check what level Fishbait will evolve into, well, evolve again out of this useless stage. But man, I hope it's not level 12. For some reason, level 12 feels familiar. Of course, I could just be pulling that number out of my ass completely. Yep, at this point, just in the interest of getting this out of the way because it's annoying. He's really, really pushing that harden thing. He really wants to harden up. Well, defense didn't help you there, did it? I don't really want to waste Thundershock charges. Even though it's not going to be too bad. I don't think it splits the XP 3 ways of a 2-part bias to this one if I do this. I think it is just still 2 ways. Fully paralyzed. Well, at least we don't have to watch him harden anymore. Okay, yeah, it was just a 50-50. Another trainer along here. No? Give me a Weedle. A wild Caterpie appeared. Level 3. But Fishbait's a little beaten up, so we're gonna switch him out for Glenn. Glenn's probably feeling neglected, to be fair. He's kinda used to being the star of this Pokemon team. He's laying down the smackdown with a variety of electric attacks. One-shotting bugs in the forest to prove he's a big man. 11 XP, it's like it's almost not even worth fighting. Hey, bug catcher. Not that I'm suggesting you're a bug catcher. I'm gonna be the best. You just can't beat me. Why do I feel like this kid's in for a nasty, nasty surprise? It's another Caterpie. That's new and original. So, come on, Glenn. Open with a tackle this time. That's good, because Glenn was getting pretty slow. Caterpie used tackle. Glenn used Thundershock. This is gonna take... Oh, nope, it crit. That's handy. Enemy Caterpie fainted. Fishbait gained 43. Excellent. Keep on leveling. Bugcatcher's about to use Metapod. Yes, I will, but don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through me working this down with tackle. Fishbait is just going to make an appearance, and then we're going to get rid of him again. Fishbait, enough, come back. You've done marvelous work. Everybody saw you. Please just two-shot it. Please just two-shot it. Unless this crits, it's not gonna happen. Oh, okay. Apparently even if it does crit, it won't happen. And let's see what he says about that, because he believed that he was unbeatable. Glenn grew to level 9. Congratulations, Glenn. After all I did! Okay. Guess that could have been more amusing for me. Yeah, there's more grass to go before I get out of here. Just give me a Weedle. Oh, another Caterpie. Level 6, so at least it might be worth some amount of XP. The level 3s don't really do a whole lot. Thundershock's extra fun. It does less damage than Thunderbolts and Thunder are going to be doing later, but the fact that it can paralyze them as well, that's something to take note of. Enemy Caterpie fainted. Fishbait gained 22 XP. Glenn gained 22 XP. What, no ding? Was I going up or down? I think I was going down. Yep, I was going down. You heard me. What does this sign say? Trainer tips. No stealing of Pokemon from other trainers. Catch only wild Pokemon. Is the sign going to enforce that rule? Because it just sounds like, you know, gentleman's honor there. Hey, wait up! What's the hurry? Well, to be honest, I really wasn't in the mood for fighting another bug catcher, who has one Pokemon, and it's a Caterpie. Level 10. Ha! Don't worry, Glenn. I have faith that you can take this down. Wow. Maybe I should have Thunder Waved this first, because... Okay, it's a string shot. We may get away with this. Oh boy. Oh wow. don't miss. Yes, Glenn. Skinny your teeth. Oh boy. That was something. I give. You're good at this. Well, hitting the Thundershock key takes a lot of skill. Because if I get into another fight here, good. Oh boy. Hey, old man. Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move. Yep. And it's a move that I plan to give to a very specially named Pokemon. Now this would be Pewter City, this would be a Pokemon Center, and this would... Jigglypuff? Ah, isn't that nice? It spins around on its ass and is a music box, I guess. Get out of the way, Glenn. I think Glenn's in love. Okay. Well, I'm gonna heal the Pokemon, and this should be about the half-hour mark, so I'm gonna call this episode. We got through Viridian Forest. We dealt with a whole lot of hardening Metapods and tackling them for extremely low damage. I may have to grind out a few levels with these. I'm ready for the trainer battle the gym battle that we're going to be doing next episode. For now, thanks for stopping by, and if you liked the video, hit the buttons assuming you agree with the associated sentiments. And take it easy.